joining me on the WSAZ Now Desk. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Shannon Litton. We've been following a crash throughout the morning hours, really since last night on the West Virginia Turnpike, and it actually closed the Turnpike for drivers for about 8 hours, a little bit more. Some people stuck in that traffic for that long. We actually do have some video that I believe we were showing you this video in some of our updates earlier this morning, and of course during WSAZ and midday as well. And you can see there, of course, the backups there. We got this video from obviously a person stuck in this traffic. We actually were able to talk to somebody stuck in that traffic live on the air on the phone earlier this morning as well. But the crash happened on the northbound lanes near mile marker 77.5, which is in the Dawes area, and that closed around 9:30 o'clock at night on a Thursday, last night, because of high water and of course because of a crash as well. The northbound lanes didn't reopen till about 6 in the morning today, but of course still had to wait for all of that traffic to get through there to alleviate traffic. Well, this afternoon we're now getting a statement following that backup from the director of the executive director of the Parkway Authorities, Chuck Smith. I want to show you that statement now here. He says, last night heavy rains led to a mudslide that blocked a 60-inch storm drain on the Turnpike and caused flooding that led to a complete shutdown of northbound lanes. One lane reopened during the early morning of Friday, June 27th, but traffic remained at a standstill for hours. Traffic should have been detoured to allow drivers an alternate route around that mudslide. Again, this is from Chuck Smith. He is the executive director of the Parkways Authority. He went on to say, we are grateful that there were no injuries as a result of the flooding and traffic stoppage. The Parkways Authority takes full responsibility for the failure to reroute traffic and would like to assure the public that this will never happen again. At the direction of Governor Patrick Morrisey, the Parkways Authority is already examining and revising its policies on turnpike closures and detours as a result of this incident. I want to go back to that video just so you have an idea of kind of the mess people were stuck in overnight and really this morning as well. Another problem people were having once the road reopened, well, a lot of cars weren't moving because people went to sleep. So you had drivers getting out of their cars trying to wake other people up so that they could get on the road and go on about their day. So definitely a story we've been following all day for you, and definitely a story we'll continue following for you here on the WSAZ Now Desk, as well as our later newscasts. And we will have much more coverage of this crash, of course, as I said in our later newscasts, but you can always stay up to date with the latest news on your smartphone by downloading the WSAZ app. It's free for both Apple and Android. Thanks so much for joining us.